Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Today I want to show you a few things. A few walls that I built. This part of the property was sloping downwards. So I had to make some flat spots. The easiest way to do that is to terrace. About 15 miles from here they were doing a road construction project with installing some sewer lines. So they had to tear up a lot of stuff. And they had all these rocks they were digging up, and they let me salvage whatever I wanted. So I was able to salvage these absolutely free, other than time and gas money. And so what I did was, to get a little bit more flatter section in here, I made the wall and then I backfilled it. This was a garden spot for the last few years, but this year, because of time, my knee injury, just other things to do. I'd rather spend some time on some home improvement projects. So I built this wall, absolutely free material. Just time and effort of getting it, and some gas money. I also, this area was sloped too, and I wanted to put some more garden spots in and some more flat areas. So I used asphalt. I know some are going to say, oh, that's dangerous for your property. I might agree with you on that one a little bit. This is our solid chunks, but this is temporary. I'm trying to salvage some more rock, so I will replace all of these with rock. But they work great for erosion control. This used to be very sloped, and I built the wall and then I just backfilled it. This also used to be garden spot, but now I planted some lealands, so I can have lealands down this side of the property for privacy, which we don't really need much privacy out here. It's pretty private, but for more privacy. So I improvised. If you had an erosion control problem, you could definitely use this to make walls to solve your erosion control problem. I would recommend concrete. My buddy has made some nice walls out of concrete, and it almost looks like rock. So this is what I've done. It's absolutely free. Let me show you another wall. Walk over there. That is the chicken coop. One of them. I have two. I only use one at a time. If you look at all that fencing, all that chain link fence was salvaged. When I was in the Army, on some posts they let you put up chain link fence. But their policy was you had to take the chain link fence down. They have recently changed it, so if you put your fence up and it looks good and it meets their standard, you can leave it, which makes a lot of sense. So what I would do is, every time someone would move out, they'd have to take their chain link fence down. And I would get it from them. They would throw it away. They wouldn't take it with them. They would put it out at the road, so I would keep my eye open. And I have lots and lots of chain link fence. And that's just because I salvaged it. These rocks here, some of them came from that project for this walkway. All these flat rocks came, and these big rocks. So you might say, I have no money. Nice wicker chair, I salvaged that. I'm trying to encourage you that if you have a little time, you can do a lot. You don't have to be making $1 million, because I've never made actually haven't made nothing. But if you use your money wisely, you can do a lot. All those blocks in that wall, $50. I think they were seconds. They look fine. You can't tell when different. But when you're doing a huge construction project and you're using thousands of those, if they're even off a little bit, they won't use them. So I salvaged those. I actually paid $50 for the delivery and got them delivered. This is the rest of my garden. Hopefully next week I can get in there and get it done. It needs a lot of work. I'm embarrassed to show it to you. Hopefully next week the knee will be better and I'll get in there. But my parents grew those in their greenhouse. So just another way to save money and provide a good product for your family. But all this chain link, and I have probably about 500 more feet of it. I don't have any more poles really, just a few. But I have the chain link. This used to be all garden. Everything you see here on this lower tier, and then about 12 feet up on that upper tier used to be garden. I just like having lots of garden spaces ready just in case of an emergency. I can really fire up my production. The little bridge was salvaged from a porch they were tearing down. More of the rocks that I salvaged. That little bench is just made out of 2 telephone poles that I dug into the ground and put a wooden slab on top. The little flower urn I got out of my parents' neighborhood. Someone was throwing it away because the paint was peeling, so all I did was clean it up and painted it. So you have to be able to improvise. You have to be able to scavenge, salvage, think outside the box. I'm going to show you this other wall I made out of asphalt. I created another flower bed. I created a flat surface that was very slanted. I backfilled it with good dirt. And this wall runs into the woods. I don't know if you can see the end, but this does a few things. It definitely creates a wall for a flower bed, but it also creates about a 2 to 3 foot tall barrier. So as you know, I'm into security. This is a great barrier. I have cover and concealment with the bushes, cover from the wall, overlooking part of my property. Anything I do, I look at it in the eyes of security. I know, being former infantry, that's just how I operate. So when I challenge you is you might not have a lot of money, but there's so many projects that have made my property look a little bit better that I got for absolutely free or just gas money going to get it. So do not be discouraged. You might say, I don't have any money to do anything with. Just improvise, figure it out, and I highly recommend having a truck or a small trailer where you can get all your goodies and bring them home with you. So trying to encourage you. You might not have a lot of money, but if you got a little bit of ability to scavenge, it'll go a long way. Thanks for watching.